I'm starting something new and I have no clue how it's gonna go. A self-portrait sketchbook. It's either gonna make me love myself or hate myself. Well, let's get started then. I just unboxed a haul and it was a lot of fun. I got this. How cute is this tiny little sketchbook? I don't know how this is gonna go, so I think we should start small. I've got some acrylic markers. These are probably the perfect size to go on this. I want to write either self-portrait or self-portrait sketchbook. I don't know if that will fit on here. I first heard about the self-portrait sketchbook from Ariane. I'm not gonna try and pronounce their last name. And I absolutely love the idea. I've seen a few other people do it since. And I'm a little bit scared. I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know how I'm gonna see myself. Oh, this is so tiny. Portrait sketchbook. So it needs to be into 4, so it would be about here. It's okay to cover up the bird. I have lots more. Portrait sketch. I've blocked it all in. Let's see if I can make it look a little bit better. What if we do pink? What if we cover the entire background with this? Do you think that would work? That would be bye-bye to the birdie though. Well, that was a lot more effort than it needed to be, just for that. It's cute, and the colours are very me. Should we start the first page together? Although actually, let's write down the date. I mean, I guess we need to start. I'm not gonna lie, this does feel weird. Hopefully it'll be a bit more normal as we go. Okay, this is odd. This is very odd. Let's do pink with like slightly purple hair. Well, this is pretty much the same colours again. With acrylics, there really are just 2 ways to go. Firstly, you could layer lots of different layers, build up the highlights and the shadows, or you can just do line work. And that's what this is. I don't think this paper would have handled lots of layers. Honestly, I think it might rip if I do too many layers of acrylics. That is how thin it is. But I couldn't believe how quick this portrait is. I didn't feel like there was much more that I could add, which is a bit crazy because I can sit there for ages in the daily doodle diary, just tinkering with a piece. So I don't know what's happening, but this is quick. Maybe it's the size of the sketchbook? I don't know what was stopping me. Well, I think this is going to be an interesting challenge. The first thing I'm noticing about the way that I paint myself is I don't tend to paint my own features. The way my eyes look, the way my nose is quite long, I don't really tend to do that. And I do see a lot of my imperfections. I don't think I would have added it like this on someone else. So I think this is going to be a really interesting few months. This is the first one, and I'm going to use loads of different mediums as we continue. I literally just created the cutest drawing for the daily doodle diary. Like, look at this. But that means the Neocolors are out, and I'm not quite sure how Neocolors are going to work, but shall we do another little sketch? Since I last saw you, I did this one, which is very unflattering. This one in pencils, and then I had some leftover paint, so I quickly did this one with whatever colours I had left. I actually used 3 colours to attempt to paint a movie scene. So you can see that there's some yellow. This is the little bit of pink that was left, and then obviously the blue. I think there's a little bit of likeness. So moving on. So far, I don't really know how I'm feeling about the challenge. I don't feel like I'm learning much other than that I'm quite hard on myself. I do draw myself differently to other people. Maybe we'll try one that's a little bit further away because these are all quite up close. Ooh. Or maybe we could do it this way around. Gonna do it from a photo, gonna keep it quite simple. I've never done this before, portrait, but we'll give it a go. Oh, this one's lovely. Of course I like it. It's literally alizarin crimson. Oh, this one could be fun. Maybe just for the highlights. Try not to do it too close. It's slightly more zoomed in than I was planning. It always happens. Take my mic out of the picture. Alrighty. Oh, I do love Neocolors, but they're not very forgiving, so you have to get the lines pretty correct first time. I kind of messed up a little bit there. There's not really much else that we can do. Oh. Oh. I've just been clenching it too hard. Can we tape it? Oh, that is so sad. It's alizarin crimson. Maybe it will last a bit longer with that though. Oh, I think it's bending slightly. I need stronger tape. And then I might add some little highlights. Although I guess the white is the highlight, so I guess this is the mid-tone. Okay, I really did just colour that entire section in. I also didn't realise that I had such deep necklines here until I started this challenge, which isn't great. Oh wow, there's so many. Oh, let's try and add some lashes. Just a little bit, I don't want to ruin the piece. A little bit of shadow under here as well. Oh yeah, that's good. That's just blending it out a little bit. Today is the 24th, but I think I'm going to write it here in this colour because I don't want it to take away from the piece. Okay, what do we think? One of the eyes is a little bit bigger than the other, but I like it. I think it's cute. I stylized it a bit more, and I think already there might be progression. This one's a lot kinder than, yeah. We'll see how this challenge goes. Okay, I just made quite the mess. I filled up my alcohol markers with IPA, filmed it for the Daily Doodle Diary, and hopefully it's gonna work, but I don't know. Since we did this one, I did this. I really do hate wet hair, but I want to do a little sketch here. Let's keep it super simple. I've just taken a very quick photo and I'm gonna focus on the lines really. Guess maybe I'll use vermilion for the hair. Oh yes, these are way more juicy. I'm literally just gonna use the markers for this, so it's gonna be a little bit crazy. It's gonna spread, the paper isn't great, but this is quick. All right, the eyelashes might be a little bit much. The funny thing is I probably do have my exact hair color, but these are the ones I just filled up, so I want to use these really. I want them to mix a little bit better and see if they're gonna be problematic at all, because I've never done it before. Oh, my hair is getting long. Every time it starts to grow long, I cut it because it gets in the way. I had it long for years. I had it really long for years, like almost to my belly button, and I just couldn't cope with it. I really preferred having it short, but I do like the look that long hair has. I'm not even intentionally growing it right now. It just kind of is the length it is. It doesn't really, it's not something I really care about right now, but I do like having it long in the summer. I just find it pointless having it long in the winter because it's like up most of the time. All right, I lied. I'm gonna go over this a little bit. You can see it's spreading a little bit. It's really not great, to be honest. Yeah, let's do this. This could be fun. Just kind of continue here. Maybe we'll do this. Hint at a jumper. I'm still in jumpers. I'm gonna swap back for a second. Oh yeah, I like this. Let's do a little bit of shading. 14th of April. And I feel like I should pop something on the other side because unfortunately I did have to use alcohol markers on this side, obviously, because otherwise that would have gone through and destroyed. I don't know what won't go through, so I think I'm just going to use a gel pen. Really can't be sure about anything else. Sometimes I just write really silly things in a sketchbook. I think this comes from the Daily Doodle Diary. I never used to write words in my sketchbooks, and now I kind of like it. I think it tells a story. This one is a little bit kinder, but I do think I have a slight problem with the way I view myself. So I think we'll end it there for today. Popping on a video, uncomfy. One of my favourites on here. Honestly, she makes the cutest content. And this is what's been going on in the self-portrait sketchbook. A lot of random sketches that don't really look like me. So what's happening? Well, this is the back. So I think we're gonna stick something in. Maybe a piece of paper like this one. We need it to be light, so these might be a little bit dark. Got a few options, but I think this one is just a bit too small. So we're gonna go for the big one, as light as possible, because it fills most of the page. And I always have to be careful with how I rip it out of this one, because no matter what I try, no matter how careful I am, there's still a rip there. Like, look at it. We're gonna ignore that and go in with a blue gel pen, because I want to use this, the Pentel brush pen. Got a kooky reference, and no pencil. We are going straight in with gel pen. I want to apologize if I sound a little bit weird. I spontaneously got ill, literally. literally in one day. Don't know what happened, but there we are. Oh, and while we're here, I also want to give a thank you to my Patreon supporters. Sketchbook buddies, your names are on screen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna be honest, this sketchbook hasn't gone how I thought it would. I have painted a few self-portraits before. I painted 3, but I've never tried to sketch myself this quickly, and I think the results are different. For some reason, if I try and draw myself quickly, I just can't do it well. Like, this sketch is not it. I'm gonna have to try and fix it with the ink right now because the face is completely the wrong shape somehow. I tried to stylize it a little bit, but I don't know what it is. For some reason, my art style just does not come across when I try to draw myself. And for some reason, even if I take my own reference photo, when I try and follow it, it's like I can't see myself, and that's why I can't get my art style across when I try to draw myself. It's crazy. It's not gone how I thought it would. I think there's some real problems that we need to try and fix going into the second half of this sketchbook. But for now, we need to glue this piece of paper in and grab some tape to disguise that weird little rip that always happens. Overall, I don't mind this sketch. The ink kind of fixed a lot of the anatomy issues because the blue isn't as obvious with the black on top, but I don't think it looks like my art style. I don't think it looks cute. I don't think the portrait is attractive. I do not know what's going on. I guess I just don't see myself as something that could become art. Well, this has been insightful. Stay tuned for part 2, I guess. I'll be back in a few days. Bye-bye.